It took me a year to expose this scammer. But before I can explain to you why it took so long, you'll first have to watch this video I privated nearly a year ago after being up for only an hour. Anyways, take a look. This guy is a scammer who attempted to steal money from a player who he thought didn't know any better. Unfortunately for him, that player was me, and I'm confronting him. It all started when I saw a guy advertising his Skyblock investing brokerage in chat, which looked pretty sus. Let's visit Fat Hoglocate if you want to invest items/coins 500k plus into Bazaar broker with interest. I have never heard of someone saying that. I don't know what that means. Is he going to invest money for you and then give you some profits? Is he going to give collat? He can't give collat because he doesn't have the money. That's obviously why he needs your money to be able to invest it. So I would really think this is a scam. I have his profile open. Steve Skin, stats, half decent, not even. Kata, terrible. Looks like he has 19 mil, some auctions, stuff like that. Personal compactor. Doesn't seem like the best account. Definitely looks like a scam type account. It could be an investment because he does have a bunch of enchanted emerald blocks, but he has his inventory API off. It's still a little sketchy, and so I just realized he has a bunch of signs in his first slot. I have a feeling he's muted. He's gonna try and talk to me with signs. If someone's muted, almost don't ever do a deal with them. Like, there's a reason they're muted, and usually it's related to scamming, or they're just weird people, and scammers are also weird people. Okay, so I'm gonna go on my other account. Let's paste this, and let's see if he will accept me as a candidate, a client. I don't know what they call it. He's gonna call it. Okay, he joined. But before we see what he does, please consider subscribing because we're so close to 100k. And if you want to be in the under 100k gang, subscribe. He joined. You said you were a Bazaar broker? Okay, yeah, so he's confirming it. So how do I invest? Okay, I want to see. I have absolutely zero idea what he's doing. Because if this is a scam, I'm assuming it is. This is not a common type of scam. You give items/coins. I put a sign on a chest, and then later I give back your coins and items with interest. Okay. But why do you need my items? See, that doesn't make sense. His story isn't adding up. If he was being a broker, I would be assuming he's going to invest my money. The money's not going to come from thin air. So if he's going to invest my money, then he would have to sell it, and then he would use that money, make more money with it, because the more money you have, the easier it is to flip. Oh, okay. So he is saying that. So he is saying that he's gonna sell it. Let me ask just to confirm. So you're gonna sell it, and then use it to flip. Okay, I see. Okay, so when do I give items? He said 500k plus. I guess that makes sense because he doesn't want people wasting his time, but that does mostly seem more like 500k plus I want to scam. Okay, visit. So I can visit him. If he implicates himself right after, he's gonna ignore admin and stuff. If he doesn't do that, then I'm gonna go back after a little bit and I'm gonna ask for my items back. If he doesn't give some excuse, then I'm gonna confirm it, and then I'm gonna confront. Okay, I'm gonna give him a wolf pet. Okay, when will I get it back? Is this one from the Skyblock business? You can give Fat Hoglocate either coins or island worth 500k. Fat Hog will liquidate. After 1 month, he will give back your items with a 20% interest/P to invest or take out items. Okay, so he's saying that he's going to give it after that much time. We'll have to sell the item after Derpy though. Okay, I think this guy might actually be legit, honestly. The last check I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a little bit and be like, yeah, I changed my mind. I kind of want my items back. He's going to even friend request me. Maybe this guy's being legit. Okay, if he doesn't give it back, then obviously he's a scammer. But if he does give it back, then I guess this guy's actually trying to run this type of business, which I guess is fair as long as you're not scamming. Saws, but you can only, why? Wait, saws, but you can only withdraw after a month? Okay, I don't need the extra money. I just want the item back. Yeah, okay, if he's not gonna give it to me, then he's definitely scamming. Why? There's no reason for me to take it. He never confirmed that I would have to keep it in for a month. Why not? You have it right there. I don't care that much about the extra coins. That's how the broker works. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go on my main account. Okay, I'm gonna ask again, please. Can I have it? Okay, sorry, it's the policy though. That's what he said. Sorry, it's the policy though. Okay, let's see what he thinks about this policy after a YouTuber visits him. Maybe he won't care. Maybe I just lost some money. We'll see. Let's see, now a YouTuber's here. Hey. My friend here wants his money back. Why can't you give it? Oh my gosh, he's folding so hard. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, he folded so hard. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh, it's policy, it's policy. Then YouTube visits island. Yeah, I can give it back. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I can give it back. The policy doesn't matter anymore. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Okay, I'm gonna go on the other account and I'm gonna be like, I thought it was policy though. Oh my gosh, this dude is so stupid. Like, dude folded so hard. That's so good. That's honestly, that's so good. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Oh, okay. So you were definitely not scamming at all. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. That guy is, there's no reason not to give my items back. He never told me, oh, you cannot withdraw your items for 1 month. You just said after 1 month he'll give me profit. He never said any policy that I cannot. The banker never said that. The banker just says you can withdraw it after 1 month. It says after 1 month he will give back your items according with 20% interest. It never says you can withdraw early. So why can't I take it out like 5 minutes after? I don't know, because you were scamming. It's honestly really smart. I'm not even lying. It is. Confronting him in chat wasn't enough, so I decided to ask him to VC. After denying that he had a mic multiple times, I was finally able to join a call with him and actually have a civil discussion. Why wouldn't you give that account the money after like 5 minutes?
Because I'm supposed to flip with the money.
Yeah, but you even said you can't sell the items till after Derpy. You said that yourself. So,
yes.
If they wanted it, and we know you had the items, why couldn't you give it to them? Give it back to them. It's not like there's a contract. I would understand if you sold the items and you had the coins now. I would understand that. That's a little bit more of a hassle. But it was in a chest right in front of you. There's no reason for you to not give him the items. I don't know. You explain to me.
Well, there wasn't really any good reason behind it. I'm not sure why, but like I thought he read the NPC before he gave the items.
Yeah, but even the NPC doesn't state anywhere that there's a no withdrawal policy.
Oh, I forgot to clarify.
I feel like something like that it's quite a big thing. If you're giving someone money and you cannot withdraw it for 30 days after you give it, that's a pretty big deal because people change their minds quite quickly. Okay, well, we all know the big question in the room is if you were scamming. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm almost certain that you are scamming. How do we know that you weren't going to run away with the money? And
I don't really have any proof because I just started this. Nobody has really invested before, like due to me not having proof.
Okay, so you're saying that people have come to you to do it, but
Yes.
then you don't have proof.
Yes.
Well, that sounds more like people kind of caught on to you being a scammer. So it was a scam.
It wasn't a scam.
It wasn't? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, there's another a few things. Well, you say it's not a scam, but I'm
Yeah.
just speaking spitballing. If it was a scam, one other thing I was thinking, why were you asking during Derpy if you knew you would have to wait to sell?
So usually, I I would do bazaar flipping during Derpy, and sometimes I can sell directly to.
Yeah, okay, that's true, but you told me, or you told the account that you were
Yes.
gonna wait till Derpy, so
Yeah.
so it doesn't sound like you were gonna do that. I mean, it's quite suspicious considering that first part. That was my confirmation that it was a scam, because a person who's doing this business legitimately would give the items back, even in real life. If you're doing signing something with a brokerage, I bet you that most of those have at least like a few days of a window to withdraw from it.
Yeah. I will add that. You pointed out a flaw in the business.
I mean, like, you could miss it if nobody asked you, but when I asked you, you should have just updated it then and there. Like, why would you have to wait? I'm the first customer. It's not like you have any. It's more likely that you did think of that and you were trying to scam me, and then once you found out it was a YouTuber, then you gave the items back. Now you're trying to save face. I'm just saying that's what it's like. You can argue whatever you want.
Yeah. I won't really argue with that. Like that was my bad, but I can. The only thing I'm saying is that wasn't meant to be a scam.
Okay. So I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, I guess that's some credibility, but it's really no proof against this. If I post this into a video, I just want to make that whatever proof that you have, just that people know.
Like the only reason there's no proof is because there's like no people who have already invested.
Yeah. The problem with that is that also kind of confirms partially that you're scamming, because if you were scamming, you would never have a successful customer because you would have scammed every single one of them. You would only have victims, and obviously victims are not going to vouch for you. So that makes sense. Under our story, there's no contradictions. It actually you kind of supported what we thought, or at least what I thought.
So if you think like it's a scam, you would just assume it's a scam instead of like it being legit, because you'll never get to someone who invests and makes money if you just keep pulling out instantly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. If people just keep pulling out, like putting the money in and pulling it out late instantly. First of all, you could tell people there's a fee for your first sending it. It's like a coverage fee, so that when they take it out, then you still get a little bit money back. The reason like things like that are important, let's say, I don't know, let's use the example of a law firm. If you're a big law firm, you have many clients, then you need something like that to make it so you don't get overwhelmed with the amount of clients you have that are just pulling in and pulling out because they're afraid of commitment. I doubt there was a sizable amount where you would even consider that.
Like if you want, I can show you my chat logs. I haven't really counted how many people do that yet, so.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, at the end, you may, I don't know, you put a lot of effort into this, so it's possible that you weren't scamming, but the way that you were speaking, it was, I don't know, the only way I can say it was very sus that
Yeah.
as a YouTuber, immediately after a YouTuber joined your island, your policy of 1 month before withdrawing immediately reduced to instantly. I kept trying to get the guy to confess, but after a while, he said full-heartedly he stands by his decision to claim innocence.
Yeah, I guess there's not really much to ask. All I can say is I'm not scamming. By the way, could I get a friend request on Mash Class?
I tried everything. I explained what a plea deal was, what liabilities were, and literally the basis of law in general. Yet it still wasn't enough for him to admit it. In the end, the guy was a lot more open to speaking than any other scammers I've come across. Please don't harass the dude. He seems to be a young child who doesn't really understand the weight of his actions. And of course, don't invest in his scam, cause you're gonna lose that money for good in an instant. Okay, so that's where the video ended, but as I said in the beginning, this video was privated. Why? Well, after the video went out, people said that they believed the guy and they didn't think he was a scammer. So I decided to give him the benefit of the doubt and I privated the video after only being up for an hour. However, I didn't just leave it there. Even though the video was only out for a bit, some people still ended up visiting his island and giving him some money for his brokerage. Luckily for me though, he put their IGNs on signs, so I took screenshots and saved them. Then I set a reminder for 1 year in the future where I would follow up. Well, that day was today, and I DM'd one of the guys who gave him money, and he said that he never received his stuff back. So even though it took a full year of waiting to confirm, this guy was at least at some point indeed a scammer. But I decided to go and check his island again, and in this background footage you can see me doing that, and he actually ended up becoming a lowballer, which is not surprising because they are basically the legal version of scammers. Anyways, don't give this guy too much hate. I don't think he scams anymore. He just does lowballing. So just leave him alone, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.